Southern Israel, 2025. The sun rises over a land marked by tension and resilience, casting long shadows across the desert outpost. Amidst the relentless conflict and the oppressive heat, a quiet, almost invisible story begins to unfold, hidden from the headlines. In the barracks, where exhaustion lingers in the air, a new sound echoes. Gentle prayers in Tagalog, the language of Filipino caregivers, softly filling the silence. Israeli soldiers, weighed down by duty and uncertainty, find unexpected comfort in these foreign prayers. It started with one soldier, then two, and now, a small group gathers each night, seeking solace in whispered rituals that remind them of home, or of a gentler time. Gathered in quiet corners, they listen to gentle Tagalog prayers, not from their own faith, but deeply soothing, like a lullaby from another world. The melodies aren't from their synagogues or traditions, but they bring a rare peace that's hard to find in a place defined by uncertainty. For many, these prayers stir memories of childhood caregivers, Filipino women, who offered kindness, warmth, and a sense of safety in their earliest years. In the silence between alarms, when fear and fatigue threaten to overwhelm, these whispered prayers offer hope, a brief escape from the chaos outside. This isn't about religion or conversion, it's about human connection, about finding comfort in the familiar voice of a caregiver, even if she speaks another tongue. The true power lies in a soothing voice, a remembered ritual, and the deep sense of safety that comes from being cared for, even from afar. In a world obsessed with conflict and division, the real story is here, in shared memory, in a simple whispered prayer that bridges cultures and hearts. The greatest comfort often comes from the most unexpected places, reminding us that compassion knows no borders. Sometimes, unity is found, not in grand gestures, but in the quietest moments, when strangers become family, and hope is found in a whisper. The base is a world apart, sand, sun, and constant tension. Here, the landscape itself feels unforgiving, the heat pressing down on every moment, and the isolation is almost tangible. By day, it's all noise and orders, the shouts of commanders, the clatter of boots, the endless drills. But, by night, silence thickens with anxiety, settling over the barracks like a heavy blanket. Young soldiers, barely adults, lie awake, haunted by fears and memories that replay in their minds. The darkness brings no relief, only more time to think. The mind becomes its own battlefield, waging silent wars that no one else can see or understand. Sleep is elusive, dreams restless. Even when exhaustion takes over, rest is shallow, and nightmares are frequent visitors. Camaraderie helps, but each soldier faces their own darkness. Laughter and shared stories offer brief relief, but loneliness lingers. Every sound is a possible threat, every shadow, a worry. The mind jumps at the smallest noise, always on edge, never truly safe. Constant vigilance wears them down, leaving spirits hollow. Fatigue settles deep in their bones, and hope sometimes feels distant. They miss simple comforts, home-cooked meals, city noise, true rest. The warmth of family, the freedom of ordinary life, all seem far away. Official support exists, but often feels impersonal. Briefings and counseling sessions can't always reach the heart of their struggles. What they crave is a ritual of their own, a space for vulnerability, a moment to let their guard down and be truly seen. In this crucible, the need for something deeper emerges. They search for meaning, for a way to process the weight they carry. They seek an anchor, a quiet hum to drown out anxiety. Small acts, prayer, music, writing, become lifelines in the storm. The longing is universal, a place of refuge, even if only for a moment. A sanctuary where they can breathe and remember who they are. In the silence, the search for comfort becomes urgent. The need for peace grows stronger with every passing night. And so, the soldiers turn to the unexpected for peace. In unfamiliar rituals and new friendships, they find hope and a sense of belonging, even in the heart of fear. It began with Avi, a soldier restless, his mind racing in the stillness of the night. Weary from endless days and sleepless nights, he searched for something, anything, to bring him comfort. One night, unable to sleep, he stumbled upon an old playlist on his phone. Songs and recordings from his childhood caregiver Maria, who had cared for him with gentle hands and a warm heart. Among the tracks was a Tagalog prayer, the Rosary, spoken in Maria's soft rhythmic voice, echoing memories of safety and home. He pressed play, not understanding the words, but feeling their peace wash over him, as if Maria herself was there beside him. The gentle, steady voice wrapped around his nerves, soothing the tension in his body and mind. For the first time in weeks, Avi's anxiety eased, his breathing slowed, and his thoughts quieted. He listened again and again, letting the unfamiliar language calm him, each repetition a balm for his restless spirit. It wasn't about faith or religion, but about comfort, a lullaby for the soul, a reminder of gentler times. That night, Avi slept soundly, wrapped in the warmth of old prayers, guarded by the echoes of his past. The next morning he awoke, feeling lighter, more centered, as if a weight had been lifted from his shoulders. His bunkmate Ben noticed the change in Avi's demeanor and, curious, asked if he could listen too. Avi hesitated, unsure how Ben would react to the foreign words and unfamiliar melody, but he handed over the headphones. Ben, exhausted himself, simply listened, eyes closed, letting the gentle prayer fill the silence between them. The effect was immediate, a shared moment of relief, a silent understanding passing between them. The language was foreign, but the comfort was universal, bridging the gap between backgrounds and beliefs. Soon, Avi's secret became a quiet source of strength for two, a ritual in the darkness before dawn. The power of a simple prayer began to ripple outward, reaching others who longed for peace in the harshness of military life. In the midst of chaos, a new sanctuary was born, a place of quiet reflection, where comfort could be found in the most unexpected of ways. For Avi and many others, Tagalog was the sound of childhood. Filipino caregivers in Israel are more than helpers, they become family. Their prayers, songs, and gentle presence shaped the early years of many Israeli children. Avi's caregiver, Maria, sang hymns and offered quiet strength. Her faith was constant, her kindness unforgettable. The Tagalog prayers on Avi's phone echoed Maria's voice, a warm blanket of memory. For these soldiers, the prayers are not just sounds, but reminders of safety and love. Many in Avi's unit shared similar childhoods, cared for by women like Maria. When Ben heard the prayers, he recognized the comfort of his own caregiver. The prayers became a bridge, not to a new religion, but to a shared nurturing past. They were reminders of the other mothers who shaped their lives. In the barracks, these echoes of childhood became a new source of strength. Avi and Ben's secret didn't stay secret for long. Relief is contagious in close quarters. Soon, others wanted to listen. One night, Ben placed his phone in the center of a small circle. Soldiers sat together, letting the Tagalog prayers fill the room. No ceremony, just shared silence and closed eyes. The foreign words became a mantra, uniting them in vulnerability. The group grew, 5, then 10, then more. They gathered in quiet corners, leaving behind the day's burdens. For 20 minutes, they found peace together. The ritual evolved, gospel songs, stories of childhood, laughter. These sessions became more than prayer. They were moments of bonding. A unique culture of support emerged, woven from Israeli identity and Filipino comfort. In the hardest circumstances, they created a tapestry of connection. The chorus of prayers became a lifeline. This isn't about conversion. No one abandoned their faith. The soldiers remained proudly Jewish, their identity unshaken. The Tagalog prayers are a supplement, not a replacement. They offer mental and spiritual resilience, not religious change. The soldiers see no conflict, just another way to find peace. The foreign language lets them experience comfort without overthinking. It's meditation, not doctrine, a way to quiet the mind. Maya, a young soldier, put it best. Our rabbi connects me to my people. The prayers connect me to safety. Both are vital, one for duty, one for sanity. This movement is practical, emotional, rooted in positive memories. It challenges rigid ideas of faith and identity. The soldiers aren't rejecting their roots, they're expanding their resilience. They honor both their heritage and their caregiver's legacy. It's a story of integration, not replacement. In these prayers, they find renewed hope. Filipino influence didn't stop at prayers. It brought food, too. Soldiers cooked adobo and pancit in a makeshift kitchen, filling the air with childhood scents. They gathered, not as soldiers, but as friends sharing a meal. For a moment, war faded. Laughter and stories took over. Cooking and eating together became a ritual of normalcy. Snacks from home, chocolate, pulveron, added sweetness to prayer sessions. Sharing food broke barriers, deepened bonds, and created community. These moments were islands of calm, a chance to recharge. Afterwards, soldiers returned to duty with lighter hearts. The camaraderie built in these gatherings strengthened them in the field. They became more than a unit, they became a family. True strength, they learned, includes gentleness and peace. Leadership soon noticed the gatherings. Major Cohen, the unit's commander, was wary at first. He watched from the shadows, expecting trouble. Instead, he saw soldiers relax, laugh, and care for each other. There was no threat to order, just genuine support. Cohen realized this ritual succeeded where official programs often failed. He chose not to interfere, quietly ensuring the group had space. His unofficial blessing legitimized the gatherings. Soldiers no longer feared punishment, their efforts were quietly respected. The ritual became part of base life, accepted and valued. Leadership showed empathy, prioritizing mental health over rigid rules. Sometimes the best command is to let people care for each other. At its heart, this is a story of cross-cultural empathy. Israeli soldiers and Filipino caregivers, worlds apart, yet deeply connected. The caregivers' love became a bridge, a legacy of comfort. Years later in crisis, the soldiers crossed that bridge for solace. Empathy doesn't require understanding, just openness to feeling. The prayer's piece needed no translation. News of this reached the Filipino community, bringing pride and connection. Their quiet acts of love had come full circle, supporting the grown children they once cared for. This story is a testament to our shared humanity and the power of memory, empathy, and love. In the quietest moments, we find our greatest strength, together.